Don't look, just keep your eyes peeled. Thoughtless trips in a minefield. Shotgun, never behind the wheel anymore. Danger, monsters in smoke and mirror. I know you'll never believe I'm playing as though I'm alright. If life is but a dream, then wake me up. Fallen leaves realize they are no friend of mine. The view from hell is blue sky, so I'm endlessly blue. Daydream until all the blue is gone. I know you'll never believe I'm playing as though I'm alright. If life is but a dream, well, wake me up. Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic. That was a little bit of Keep Your Eyes Peeled by Queens of the Stone Age. That is a really difficult thing to sing without music because it's kind of all over the place. But it's kind of what the song's trying to convey. So there is that. We have been playing Standard while we wait for... We're never doing that. While we wait for the quick draft option to pop up, which is of course my favorite value treat. It is still not accessible, and we have been playing a deck that I guess most people kind of forgot existed in Kroxa. I think we've got a little too much removal. I'm going to cut a Scorching Dragonfire for maybe another land. I've got 23 land and, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait. 4 spell land, so 27 land. The deck tops out really at Ox and Goldspan here, so it doesn't need a ton of land. It really just needs 4 to get Kroxa going. But I kind of feel like I'm supposed to have one more land in here. It has felt kind of okay. The things I'm not sure about are cutting Ox for a 3rd Goldspan Dragon, because our hope is to just chip away with damage and small trades until a combination of Kroxa, a little chipping hits with Bone Crushers and zombies, and then we can finish with hasted Goldspan or Rankle. So I'm thinking the 3rd might be better than the Ox. And I'm thinking about if I want an additional land, which if I do, I'll cut the Scorching, add a land, and cut the Ox and add a Goldspan. But we'll play a couple first. The sideboard brings in a couple more Scorchings. This is primarily to deal with mono red. Being able to nuke Annex and the Escape Flyer for good are really, really big game. We have a couple Nightmares in here, which honestly haven't been coming in against much. I haven't seen Cycling once. I've only seen Sultai Ultimatum once, and I lost. This deck really does not have a setup to be able to beat Ultimatum unless you're drawing your Skyclaves early, and they don't just have the nuts for answers. Skyclave can be pretty great, but of course a good chunk of your deck is dead first game because you've got a lot of removal. We've got Scorching to bring in against more aggro decks. We've also got a Soul Shatter against any decks I suspect are going to have Planeswalkers in them. Having an additional Soul Shatter to like be able to respond to a scary Planeswalker is important. Libation is just here for if I'm facing Gruul or Teamer. I know they're going to bring in double Klothys. And Klothys is very, very hard for us to beat if it comes out on turn 3. Almost impossible. So we put Libation in here because it kills that, and occasionally it comes in against other weird jank. It's not often that it sacrifices enchantments, but it does still have the ability to kill, whatever the biggest creature on the field is. It's very bad against tokens, of course, in that mode. We've got a couple Necromentias. I only have 2 of these, and I'm not going to burn wild cards for more of them. But it's, again, one of our Nero chances to be able to beat Sultai Ultimatum. If we can cast this on turn 3 or 4 before they have a chance to Emergent, then we're just fighting against their bigger cards, their bigger plays, and so long as they're not playing Shark Typhoon, which we might be able to answer, between our Shatters and our Libations, it kills most of their big creatures. Soul Shatter kills their Tibble, and I think we have a fair chance if we can get rid of the Ultimatum. An additional Ox is just in here. I don't know why. I don't really know if this is necessary. I just like having more unearthed creatures when we're facing a deck like Dimir, because I fucking hate rogues, and I want it to die a million deaths. And having more escape creatures, because they're going to be bringing in Cling, has usually felt good. I could see getting rid of that for the 4th Duress at some point. A couple Shredded Sails here is something else I'll bring in against Teamer, and sometimes against any deck with the 4/4 dragons in it, or against any deck I suspect is going to have Mazemind Tomes or Hedges. So that's kind of the breakdown of this pile. The main deck is pretty jam-packed with removal, but we have a decent amount of creature aggression. Skyclave is our primary aggressive tool here, and getting in early against some controlling shells can be good. This, of course, comes out against most mid-range creature matchups, is like the Teamer and Gruul decks just universally outclass what these are trying to do. It's performed pretty well so far, so long as I don't run into Salty Ultimatum, and taking us all the way to Diamond Tier 2. There's a slight chance we could actually get into Mythic with this pile of crap, and that is kind of surprising. Kind of surprising. I'm surprised. I don't know if you are. I am. I find it very surprising. Here we go.
Take your looks. Set.
If you're wondering what our best opponents are, it's usually going to be aggro. We've got 2 mana and we're on the draw. We've got kill an Innkeeper, kill a big thing. This is marginal, but I'm going to keep it and just hope we get land within the next 2 or 3 turns. It's definitely marginal. That's a good hit. Get out of here. Okay, I guess we're playing this so we have Bone Crusher up. Drawing another Kroxa isn't very helpful. He's got all those colors. It's unusual for him to not be casting anything here. probably means he has Hedge, which is not super great for us. I guess we're just playing this out now. And it doesn't help us much. Shredded Sails is great in this matchup because it kills the Goldspan Dragon and it kills Henge. It's a very reasonable card. Probably a counter spell. Some versions of this still use Teamer or Epiphany. Probably a counter spell though. A lot of versions don't use. Just a complete waste. That's just a complete and total waste. So we're going to grab a swamp here because we do have one castle, and we would like it to come into play untapped. This is good because now our Rankle can just sacrifice the Shade. Probably playing the 4/4 Dargon. Hoping he doesn't have the means to cook the Shade. Are we playing the Dargon? Of course you're playing the Dargon. Okay. Really hoping we don't have like a Scorching Dragonfire on our future. Ooh, could be Disdainful Stroke. Really? Each player sacrifices. Each player discards. Sure. Wow. Sweet play. Huh. Behind the Kroxa ball. So we're probably playing this next turn to get back the Skyclave and play a Bone Crusher Giant. That's my goal anyway. Okay. So we do another Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, 10 out of 10 drew another Bone Crusher Giant. I think he's still dead though. Yep, discarded the Bone Crusher Giant. Now let's do this. pretty much dead to everything. Yep. Okay, so we cut the Skyclave. We become more reactive. We're on the draw. We want Soul Shatter. We want Shredded Sails. Do we want Darkenfire as well, or do we want Libation? We just want a Darkenfire, right? Elspeth's Nightmare only really kills the Lovestruck Beast token and Edgewall. Is there anything else that seems like it would be bad here? I think they're all still pretty fair. Rankle's a lot worse in this scenario when we don't have the Skyclave to sack. But it can still sometimes just sacrifice itself to achieve a good result. And as a discard engine. Or sacrifice a Teameret Calls the Dead token. This seems okay. I'm just going back and forth on if I want to cut an Ox for into the Scorching Dragonfire, but we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a lot of removal. We'll have to see if it shows up at the right time. But we aren't lacking for removal.
Take your marks. Set.
Okay. That's a lot of fucking Heartless Axe. Okay. This seems fine. I guess we fetch up a swamp, play this as red. Probably end up using this to kill an Edgewall. Huh. Edgewall Innkeeper to feed me, huh? Okay. So we'll just play in the Mire Triton. Voice. Uh-huh. Like, on what planet would I block that? Bone Crusher me, daddy. I was going to say, to keep a two-lander and he's getting punished. It's a mammoth. Yeah. Get rid of that. Only a card away from casting our Kroxa. Happy times. What you got? Handful of henges, I bet. Well, we got an answer for that. Oh, okay, so you have Brazen Boy. Brazen Breakdancing Boy. Getting a little flooded here. Sure. Okay. 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 That works for me. Wow. No Goldspan Dragon either, huh? Just trying to hold up counter magic for our Kroxa, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, if he counterspells Kroxa, that's kind of totally okay. Not bad, folks. Kind of had all the tools we needed to lock him down. This is what I like about this deck, is that if you draw reasonable cards and you don't, get flooded, you tend to have a lot of tools, and I like a big toolkit. If it weren't for Sultai Ultimatum being just a huge limiter to the playable decks in Standard, this deck would have gotten a lot more enjoyment out of me. But kind of just is like 30% to win against the Sultai. Even with the inclusion of the 3/1s, which helps a lot. My original build did not have the 3/1s in the main. It's still not very good. That's a Yorion. Well, we're probably going to lose, but we've got a Skyclave on 2, so we're going to keep it and hope. As I explained, this matchup is mostly unwinnable. I wasn't seeing this deck around as much a few days ago, but if we start seeing it a lot, we're going to have to put this deck back on the shelf. And my 4th useless card, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where to find a list for this new build, but I am seeing Eureka Moment in most of the builds now. Just ramping even more ridiculously. Jesus Christ. Yes, you have 843,000 lands on turn 3. That seems totally fair for Standard power level. Not at all fucked up beyond belief. Oh my god. Yeah. Cast it so we can concede. Thank you. Turn 4, Emergent Ultimatum, folks. Turn 4, Emergent Ultimatum. Good stuff. Turn 4, Emergent Ultimatum. Uh-huh. Well, Standard's still pretty unbalanced. Really just this deck at the top. I mean, it's been in the top 8 of every major tournament for like as long as it's been in Standard. The new set did nothing to change that. I guess. We are going to need another swamp. Okay. Like, you're not keeping it, so take whatever you want. So we need another black source. And we did get it. Sure. See if he has an extinction event. Sure. So we gold span, swing for the fences. Uh-huh. Doesn't matter at all. Sure. Let's see. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 mana. Potentially 7. Start with our swing. Just cast it again? You can just cast it again. Cool. Palupernos, huh? Well, we can't really do much about that. We can't kill it with Heartless Act, can't kill it with Eliminate, can't kill it with Nightmare. Soul Shatter's our only way to kill that. I guess he would have expected we didn't have any removal. Any changes we want to make? Nightmare's too slow in this matchup. We did win the match that we were on the play. That's about the only way we win is if we have sufficient Skyclave pressure. I mean, this is a hand that's going to require some prayer. We're already behind. We're already on the draw, which is pretty bad. Kept a 5-lander and then drew land. Now let's see if we get scry bugged. We just Temple the Malice into a bottom to Temple of Malice. So let's see if we draw a Temple of Malice. No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those were things I would have rather drawn than get graveyarded. Okay. Opponent is starting off a little slower this time, but so are we. Damn it. That was his best possible draw. No Kroxa still. Yeah, I forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Jesus, where the fuck is Kroxa? Almost through half the actual deck, still no Kroxa. Huh. Sure. And land. Sure. Sure. That seems pointless. Guess we can do both, huh? Okay. Guess who's about to get double Kroxa? You, baby. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Everything's about to get deleted. Shadow's Verdict absolutely wrecks me. Shadow's Verdict is like an instant loss here. Massacre Worm. Massacre Worm. What a weird play. Massacre Worm. Okay. Sure, we just get to replay it. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking this was in my graveyard. I'm an idiot. I saw this and in my head I was like, oh, it's 2 red. Whoops. Big Poly K. So we have enough mana that we're going to be able to cast Ox and hope we hit a soul. Sure. He's actually got a really dominating creature position, which is not what we expected here. So this hits Massacre Worm. And we're swinging with both of these still. Sure. Oh, we're 1 mana short. Fuck. Could be dead. Kroxa does not really help us, so let's just Oxa. Okay. That doesn't really help that much. We cast in this or we cast in the Kroxa. If we cast the Kroxa and he fights this, then we can Kroxa next turn. He's probably just going to Yorion, fetch this up. I think we're dead. I don't think there's anything we can do. I think we're just dead. This is just a bluff. Yeah. Pretty sure we're dead. Cool. Well, I was closer than I thought it would be, but still pretty hopeless. He brought in a lot more creatures than I would have expected. That's kind of unusual. The Chariot's always going to be difficult, but because it's usually a 1 of or a 2 of, I don't think we can afford to bring in stuff like Shredded Sails to try to combat it. We just have to hope he doesn't hit it, and he hit it in 2 of the 3 games we played? Or was it every game we played? He hit it often. Nothing I can really do about that. Huh. Well, those were some games. I think those were some games. We're going to play this a little more and see if we can get a little bit further. But that's the gist. We're going to see if we can get to Mythic while we wait for a quick draft to open up. And then we're going to be drafting some Strix and see if we can figure out the mysteries and vagaries of the weird school system. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching. My name is Gravity Groove. This has been Not Safe for Work Magic. If you've enjoyed the show and enjoyed the brew, please consider liking, subscribing, or leaving a comment down below. I will never tell you to smash anything, except your misconceptions. Just gently stroke the like button. That's all you have to do. If there's a song you'd like to hear me sing that's within my range, hey, request it. Maybe I'll sing it. You never know. If there's a particular line you saw or something you think I missed or could have played better, comment on that too. I'm here to learn, man. Once again, thanks so much for hanging out and watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Boom. Later.